This is an overhead in an Alden 36-foot trawler. The original overhead was gray foam backed vinyl, very drab. Now the stateroom is all new teak panels and trim. It has a much warmer feel now and is much easier to clean and maintain. The transition from the vinyl to the teak is very dramatic, and it was done with a very simple molding. We're going to show you how it was made for our Chris Graff Ruby. First we cut 1/2-inch strips from full 2-inch thick mahogany planks. We're going to run the 1/2-inch strips through the thickness planer. This planer has a digital indicator so we can tell exactly how much we will be cutting off the strips. Our goal is to make them 375 thousandths or 3/8 of an inch thick. This is important for uniform results in the following steps. These are right on the button, perfect. The next operation will be done on a Jessom router table using these two cutters. One with a roller bearing left on and one with a roller bearing removed. These will be used to cut the profile on the strips, one side for female and the other side for the male. Notice the female side with the notch. If you freehand cut the female side, the notch must be cut after the roundover so the bearing will have something to ride on. The cutter without the bearing is set up to make a male side in one pass on the router table. To make this cutter, remove the bearing, screw, and pull the bearing off of the center stub. Grind the centering stub off and finish the center area very carefully so it is just below the carbide so it will not interfere with the cut. We always use feathering boards for a more even cut. Looks good on the female side. Looks good on the male side. Now for the clean out of the notch. We put a piece of wood on the fence so the blade won't eat the aluminum. Set the blade's width and depth for the notch. We always run a test piece. and this one measures okay. After they are all cut, we put a coat of urethane front and back to protect them. Now we are going to get the overhead ready by removing all the wire, blocks, staples, and anything else from the frames. Next, we'll check all the frames to be sure they're all even with no bumps. We also installed a toe board to stop the strips where we wanted them. The master strip is marked and the frames drilled and countersunk for the 6x1 screws with oval heads. The center of the ceiling was marked, and we set the master strip using 6-foot aluminum ruler to make sure everything is straight. We put 5 strips, then check with the rule. They will creep if you don't watch them. It'll take some time and patience to get all the strips up, so don't rush it. The cabin looks about 2 feet longer now with all the strips up. Ruby is starting to have a warm and cozy feeling. As always, questions and comments are always welcome. Thanks for watching.